Mamie belle, la moustache et la capuchon. Casito patanilo, mira tacatiki, tuleti. Casito patanilo, mira tacatiki, tuleti. Casito patanilo, mira tacatiki, tuleti. Casito patanilo, mira tacatiki, tacatiki. Casito patanilo, mira tacatiki, tuleti. Casito patanilo, mira tacatiki, tuleti. Casito patanilo, mira tacatiki, tuleti. Mamie belle, la moustache et la capuchon.
What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And today I'm going to be talking about what the Washington Wizards did in the NBA free agency, what's going to happen as we go along further, and how many teams then leapfrogged us. But first, this is where I always get mad at what I tell people all the time. My last show, I explained this very thing, and here I am again explaining it again. The reason you don't go with Tommy Shepard, who has been in Washington just as long as Ernie Grunfeld, is because of this very thing he did in free agency. Why in the hell would you sign Ish Smith to 2 years and $12 million? That made absolutely no sense. Then, I'm going to praise him for the fact that he got Thomas Bryant. I'll give him that little bit of credit. But guess what? You had an opportunity to go out there and actually get somebody who was probably better than Ish Smith, yet and still you sat up there and you went with Ish Smith. Now, the reason why I say that is I'm going to tell y'all this. L. Payton was out there. The Knicks signed L. Payton to 2 years and $16 million. Now, the Wizards still got an $8.6 million exception out there. And we just now did a signing. We not too long ago did a sign and trade deal with Thomas Satoransky to the Chicago Bulls for draft picks, for 1 second-round draft pick, a second-round draft pick that don't come until 2022, and another second-round draft pick that don't come into an unprotected second-round draft pick that don't come until 2023. How silly was that? How silly was that? And now we're sitting in a situation where we don't even know what is going on. First, there's several things that happened. Who came up with the idea of giving Dwight Howard his own player option? Of course he's going to sign the option. He didn't even have to play last year, and he got him $6 million for not even playing last year. Now he comes in this year, still not sure if he's going to play, and here we are again. Now and I'm gonna say this also to everybody that's sitting up there talking about trading Bradley Beal. How stupid would that be? I mean, let's really analyze that. How stupid would that be to trade Bradley Beal? I mean, we've done stuff like this before that was absolutely dumb, absolutely dumb. We had in fact, I can give you 2 examples that happened here where we sat up here and we let 2 remarkable players go and for nothing. First off, we had Chris Webber here. We traded away Chris Webber so we could keep stupid Juwan Howard. That's exactly what we did. Then we sat up here later on down the years, we traded away Richard Hamilton just so we can bring in stupid Jerry Stackhouse. And now all y'all are sitting up in here talking about doing the exact same thing we did twice already. Not only that, how many of y'all remember we helped build the Detroit Pistons that sat up there and won a championship? We helped build that team. That team consisted of Richard Hamilton, which was our draft pick, Rasheed Wallace, which was our draft pick, Ben Wallace, which was our player, and not only that, our first round pick, which became Tyshawn Prince. We built that Detroit Pistons team. And now everybody is sitting up here talking about the possibility of trading Bradley Beal. That would be astronomically dumb. And I mean, for us to sit up here and praise Tommy Smith, this is why I didn't want Tommy Smith to be our general manager. This is why I wanted us to completely move on. 16 years of this foolishness, and guess what? It still hasn't ended. It still hasn't ended. And here we are again in the same situation again where we're dealing with a GM who doesn't know his job or doesn't know how to handle his job properly. Why would you sign Ish Smith, let me just give y'all the numbers on Ish Smith. Ish Smith last year, he averaged 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 33% from 3-point range, 46% from the field, and 46% from the free throw line, and 42% from the field. This guy, why would you sign this guy? And he only played in 56 games. And then I think he had a stint in the G League. Why would you sign this guy to 2 years and $12 million? That's so stupid. Then, I mean, we just traded, we traded Sadaransky away. We traded him away. We got draft picks instead of a player. We could have gotten Chris Dunn from them. We could have gotten the boy Chris Dunn for them. We didn't even attempt to make a deal that would make some sense. I mean, you get all these second round draft picks and you get one for next year, 2 years, 2022. That's so far away. 2022, you really needed that second round pick for 2022, and then the other one for 2023. That didn't make any sense either. I mean, come on, people. At some point, you got to sit up there and say, why did we not go with somebody else? I mean, again, Golden State just signed their guy, Bob Myers, to an extension. We could have went out and tried to go get him. I mean, clearly, the Toronto general manager, we didn't try hard enough to try to get him to come in. I mean, what about the assistant GM down there in Philadelphia with the 76ers? I mean, let's bring somebody in who can actually do their job. What about who's under Popovich? Who's under Popovich? I mean, somebody help us. I mean, every time I turn around, like this free agency thing, it's really irked me because I now see a lot of teams are now going to leapfrog us by miles. I mean, the Brooklyn Nets alone just sat up there and punched their ticket to the playoffs. Even though Kevin Durant won't be playing next year, guess what? The fact that they still got Kyrie and Andre and DeAndre Jordan, that's enough. That's enough. Yeah, they don't know what Kyrie, Kawhi Leonard is going to do, but guess what? Toronto is still better than us. The 76ers just got supremely better than us. The Chicago Bulls are better than us. The Boston Celtics, who lost Kyrie Irving, but bringing Kemba Walker, just got better than us. And they lost people. They lost people in this free agency, and they still got better than us. This is why you don't have Ernie Grunfeld's lapdog as a general manager. You don't replace a fool with another fool. And I apologize if that comes off as rude or mean or something like that, but why would you do that? Why would you do that? Ish Smith, y'all. Ish Smith. I mean, we could have had L. Payton, man. L. Payton, let me give y'all L. Payton's numbers. And just so everybody know, L. Payton or Alfred Payton, he was the one that was down in Orlando that had that crazy hair. Just for those who may not really know who he is. But just to give y'all an idea, L. Payton signed 2 years, $16 million to the New York Knicks. Just let me give y'all his numbers. He had 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. You telling me we didn't bring this guy in instead of Ish Smith? I mean, you talking about all he got was $4 million more. That's it. That's all he got. And here we are now looking at a situation where we're not going to make the playoffs. We're not going to make the playoffs again, no matter how good Bill and Admiral and Rui and all them play. We still got Dwight Howard on our team who isn't anything. We still got Jan Mahimi on our team. I mean, we didn't do anything. We didn't even attempt to try our best to make a situation better for ourselves. I mean, you don't think that somebody would have been okay with taking the Dwight Howard deal? Would have been okay with taking the Dwight Howard contract, being as though it's only for 1 year? I mean, you telling me you couldn't find a person to take him? I mean, we're sitting in a situation where we're not sure where we're going to be at. And already, this is just the beginning of free agency, and already I done seen Eastern Conference teams leapfrog us by miles. And we struggled last year to be out of the playoffs. We struggled to be out of the playoffs last year. This year, there's no way we're going to make it. There's no way we're going to make it. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, this is like a true frustrated fan show today. So, I mean, I don't know what to say beyond this. You know, because this is like been so frustrating as a fan of the Washington Wizards. And this is why I say, you know, Ted Leonsis, this is why you don't do a comparison to a George McPhee, a capable general manager, to a Ernie Grunfeld, an incapable general manager. A guy, Ernie Grunfeld has destroyed not only us, but also the Knicks. He destroyed the Knicks years ago. And why do we think that he would all of a sudden not destroy the Wizards as well? He destroyed the Wizards on his way out the door. Completely obliterated us. And we didn't even have a general manager in place that was smart enough to sit up there and find a deal where you can sit up there and get rid of Dwight Howard on a 1-year contract for less than $6 million. He couldn't even find that. All right, y'all. My name is John Fortune. I'm just so mad, man. And I'm your boy, John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.